Hi everybody, we're back. This is episode 2 and it's going to be really fun and you're going to have a lot of fun and it's going to be really fun and it's fun.
Hi again, Nixja. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Haha.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Nixja. I hope this isn't too overwhelming a commitment for you.
Ha!
Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on. Like, he deserves any slack. Siri told me you don't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, ellipses, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga's literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Nixja always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable.
Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire that one time.
Is that so?
You two are... Sorry.
You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Nixja can become good friends too.
Sayori. Ellipses. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori?
Me?
Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not.
You can tell it's serious because she doesn't have eyes anymore. Because anime.
What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting nothing in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy.
Hop on Pop by Dr. Seuss.
It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read.
1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish.
And we could, discuss it, if you wanted. This is...
How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading all that much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace.
Encyclopedia Britannica.
I look forward to hearing what you think.
I want to know what it is. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried inside of a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around inside the closet. Man, ellipses. It looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always
just gave you a book.
I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. Close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica.
We're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about.
Yeah.
The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual.
She's right.
But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds.
I keep imagining like she's punching her other hand the whole time, like something that sparks their creative minds.
That doesn't solve the problem, though. Eh? What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds.
What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this.
Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Aha, good thinking.
I'm seeing a theme.
Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is, then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself.
I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all. I didn't know I was in this game. Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I ended up letting her get on my case about things. I didn't know you were in this game either. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. I opened my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fell out of my chair.
Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all.
Good job, girl.
It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club.
Ha! Does our school have a napping club?
You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know?
Sacrilege!
You'll need to get used to it.
Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard.
It's true, though.
Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori.
It's what I do best.
That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you?
Eh? Not every day.
That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time?
It's a secret.
I knew it.
Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt.
I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. And he opens up her fucking jacket and it's like embroidered all on the inside. I wake up late, I wake up late, I wake up late, I wake up late, I wake up late. It's all over her desk. Sayori glances around at herself. What? Oh, yeah, okay. She's checking herself out.
Checks her jacket to see if it has embroidery on the inside.
To see if anybody else saw.
How is it written all over me?
You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here.
Aw.
I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this.
My hair is just really hard to get right.
I like her hair, personally. I won't fall for that. It's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's toothpaste stain on your collar. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger.
But nobody would ever notice that.
Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that.
Hey, you meanie.
And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up! What the fuck? Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That was a snap.
That's super mean.
Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind.
This is so funny.
What is?
Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things.
Huh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it too, stupid.
It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this.
I love how blue her eyes are.
Aren't you?
I guess.
Hey, be careful. The button might come off.
Why is this one so hard to close? It's because of her gigantic tits. That's why. She has rockin' tits. I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly?
It did when I bought it.
Sigh. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about?
It means my boobs are getting bigger again.
Don't say that out loud! Because I'm a Japanese boy and boobs make me nervous. Anyway, you look much better now, so, why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that?
But it's so stuffy. Ugh. It's not worth it at all.
Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more.
Phew.
Now we don't have to draw any more character arts.
That's so much better.
It's fair, she's wearing like 4 tops. Like, that's a lot of layers. Sayori puts her arms out and starts to twirl around.
She's wearing a sweater vest and a blazer.
Yeah, like, and like the button-up shirt underneath that, and then probably a bra as well. Like, that's a lot, dude.
It's a lot of layers.
Yeah. Girls out there, all those layers, you're fucking champions. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around.
So, if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right?
What kind of logic is that? Why are you saying it like it's a good thing?
Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me even better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned.
Logic. Stop saying all the embarrassing things.
Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing.
Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little, like, earlier.
Only if you focus on going to bed earlier.
Fine, fine. It's a deal.
Hee. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves.
Aw. Yeah, I guess so, huh?
So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning.
You're doing it again, Sayori.
Aw, but I was joking that time.
Man, it's impossible to tell with you.
Okay, everyone.
Eh? Monica suddenly calls out. Monica, 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 Monica.
Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Nixja, I can't wait to read yours.
Yeah, same. I can't wait to read mine. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait!
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Whose poem should I read first?
Who should I show my poem to first?
Oh, I read that wrong.
Sayori.
Boop. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend, after all.
Oh my goodness! This is so good, Nixja!
Eh?
I love it! I had no idea you were such a good writer.
That makes sense, because I think all the stuff that we picked, hers was actually the highest.
Yeah.
Like, she jumped the most. Mm-hmm. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Uh-huh.
Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Nixja poem. And that makes it feel extra special.
NXJ, motherfucker! Spells for never xylophone junction.
Like I can feel your feelings in it.
Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. Aw. You're so weird, Sayori.
Hee. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Nixja. Keep deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah? And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Hee.
We'll see about that.
Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleep from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you testing me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
Sayori, this isn't just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No. Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Real talk, I thought it was cute.
Yeah, it was cute.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. I never fucking had breakfast when I was in high school.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I have breakfast every day.
I do now. It was actually a tree plant that, like, ground that into me. Like, I have to have breakfast every day. I was just a stubborn bitch and just refused to eat in the morning.
Hee. This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah.
But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Who should I show my poem to next? Wrong mouse.
Natsuki.
Let's go down the list.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to be talking to myself this whole time. Ellipses. Huh? Well, it's about expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. I just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Put your fucking phone down.
I need to text the boy.
Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Sigh. Well, anyways, I guess I just need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Yeah.
That's kind of a shit poem.
I told you you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read and it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but it made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what I mean. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her.
Yuri.
Okay. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine, don't force yourself.
I'm not... I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay? This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah? Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guessed that it might be after reading through it.
Ah, so it's that bad?
No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry.
I wish I had beautiful purple locks I could play with like that. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
That's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought processes behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club?
Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to love withstand the test of time.
I think that says to have withstood the test of time.
To have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm,
Yeah, I think it's like calm, comma.
Calm, breathing air of the purest but living in the past.
I think it's present.
Of the present. It's really hard to read on your screen. The light flickers. I flicker back.
It's a 60-inch TV.
Yeah, but like this font, this script is really hard to read.
That's fair. Ellipses.
I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting.
It's like she's apologizing to you. What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is really pretty.
Hey? That's a relief.
Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Huh?
The fuck is that noise?
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Nixja.
Really? I must have totally missed that point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance it over after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
Who should read my poem next? Monica!
Hi, Nixja. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good, glad to hear. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I will keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Haha. Don't worry, Nixja. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like.
And she did. Is that so?
You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common.
Yeah, well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different.
Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem.
You sure you're not reading into it too much?
Haha, I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has a kind of gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too?
Yeah, it's pretty unexpected. No, it's not.
Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a bit. I can take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most.
Why, thank you, Monica.
So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for somebody who claims not to be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then. I'll read it this time, unless you want to.
Oh, but like, the
read
one who wrote it should read it.
Well, I was just thinking that, like, if my character's the one reading it, then it should be in his mind, but I don't know, go for it.
But all the other ones, it was the writer who read it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Let's have the person who wrote it read it.
Okay, but if you can't read it, I'll gladly take over.
Okay.
Okay.
Hole in a wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes.
Yeah.
A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was just too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't locking in. I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. So, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
That was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later.
It's a fucking important lesson, honestly.
Good advice. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
This has been my TED Talk. Phew! I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I had anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. Sigh. Ugh, I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language?
Did you say something?
No, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute?
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sari liked it, and Nix did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all...
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Nixja liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up. Holy shit, the music stopped. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Oh, silly music.
That's not what you're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Nixja appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Ooh! Ugh.
Is everyone okay?
Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Nixja started showing up.
Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little...
This doesn't involve you! Nice sync.
I don't like fighting, guys.
Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they had just noticed I was standing there.
Nixja? She's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning you should just jump out at the reader and not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain it to her next
Well, wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Nixja?
Well...
Well?
How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So, of course, that's going to be... Who do I agree with?
Yuri or help me, Sari.
So you don't think Natsuki is right?
No.
I'm actually really, really big on what Yuri has said. I super agree with her.
Okay,
honestly.
okay, well then help me, Sayori. We need a referee.
You need a third? Okay. Natsuki! Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead, I turn to Yuri. Yuri! But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori!
Hey?
Yeah! Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this?
Nixja.
Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her.
I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict.
Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being.
She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place.
Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes...
Stop! Natsuki! Yuri! You guys are my friends! I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people. And I love them because of their differences.
Yeah.
Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting?
because...
Well, also, Natsuki's cute, and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful.
Ellipses. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression.
I'll make some tea.
Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president, I whisper to Monica. She nods in return.
To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me.
Nah. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either.
Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she?
You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing.
I see.
Power stance.
Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt.
That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more.
Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It's alright. Well, mostly.
Nixja, how about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It's a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better.
Ellipses. I think to myself. I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination.
Nixja, ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go.
Ehe.
Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Okay, yeah, that's accurate.
Double negative.
Yep. Sayori, about what happened earlier.
What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
Phew. You know, Nixja, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you, too.
Yay. That's...
Every day is going to be so much fun.
Sigh. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught onto the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulders. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do this. Okay.
So let's have a chat about which girl we want to impress.
I honestly really like Yuri. I'm just because I like
goth girls.
Yeah,
like the emo goth girls.
Big titty goth girls. Well, it's not. Honestly, it's not her tits. Although wiggly jubblies are wonderful. It's a lot more the fact that she's obviously introverted and is rather intelligent and deep.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
I find that legitimately interesting. Like, I wanna find... I love talking to the people who are awkward, who think very deeply, but mostly stay quiet in the back and are kind of awkward. Also, she has purple hair.
She has awesome hair.
Her hair is great.
Okay, so let's try to impress Yuri.
Okay.
Parfait.
Parfait?
Yeah. She would like French words. Oh.
No.
Oh, I called it wrong.
Parfait depression. Damn it!
This is going to be a tough game.
Yes, it is.
Rain cloud.
Rain cloud.
No.
Damn it!
Or maybe we should just try to choose words that we like and just be ourselves.
I think so too.
Okay,
I like that more.
Let's try to just choose words we like and be ourselves instead of guessing what the other girls will like.
Embrace. I really.
Oh, I like. Oh, there's Starscape though.
Oh, I didn't see Starscape.
Ah,
Too late.
Too late.
Too late. Next time. I really wish that it would show us like the finished product afterwards.
I know. I would like to see the poems.
I'd really
we've
like
been
to see that.
composing.
Maybe
Crimson.
Crimson. Ooh,
It's up at the top.
Crimson. She liked that one.
Ooh, ambient. I like ambient.
Ambient. Ooh, look at you go.
Oh, who did I impress?
Oh, you got Yuri that time.
Oh, nice.
Twice in a row.
Ooh. Ooh, looks like Yuri and I are aligned.
Ooh.
Incongruent.
Incongruent. Look at you, 3 for 3.
Ooh. I'm such a snob.
I know. That's why I'm letting you do it mostly.
Gotta switch it up a little bit though. We could just do like feather.
That's true. Feather? Nope.
Like I said, switch it up, you
Yeah.
know? They don't all have to be for Yuri. Switch up the
Dazzle.
vibe a little. Oh, okay. I don't really like any of these. Let's
Analysis.
go with,
Ooh, she liked that one.
ooh, which one? Yuri?
Yeah.
Okay. You liked vanilla.
I do like vanilla.
Um,
Vanilla covered puppy.
nibble.
Nibble. Ah, damn it.
All of the food ones are gonna be hers.
Probably.
Bubbles.
Bubbles.
Atone.
I was just about to say.
Lust.
Skirts?
That'll just get them all going.
Yeah. Bum, 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 ba-da-bum, ba-dum, 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 bum. Unrestrained.
Ooh.
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 Ooh. We got lots of Yuri in this one.
Ooh, yeah.
Boobadoo, boobadoo.
Tenacious.
Tenacious. Marshmallow.
Marshmallow. Oh, we already chose it last time.
Oh, damn it. Oh, well.
Didn't we? I can't remember.
No, we definitely did last time.
Infinite.
Infinite. Infinite nightgown.
Nightgown.
Do you want to do it?
Infinite nightgown, yes.
Infinite nightgown. Oh, damn it. Bum, 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 bum. And with that, we're going to see you on the next episode of this magical, delicious, marshmallowish journey.
Good luck with all your poems, boys and girls.
And people who don't father... Father?
People who don't father feathers.
People who don't father feathers frequently.
Fly away home.
Good night, everybody. Kiss your grandma. Ah, that's the wrong mouse. Fuck.